Exodus chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. This woman of God that I'm bringing forth that the Lord gave me, her name is Jochebed. She is the mother of Moses. And I'm going to give you a little bit of something on Jochebed so you can kind of relate to where she's coming from. I mean, who she is. Jochebed, her character, she was righteous, holy, faithful, loyal to the Lord Almighty and to his people. First of all, you need to get that in your spirit. She was righteous and holy. So she wasn't just any old kind of woman. She was righteous and holy. Then, not only that, her sorrow was, she had some sorrow. She was a slave, and she was in oppression. A lot of us ain't a slave, and we ain't in oppression. Matter of fact, I'm looking around the room, and it seems like y'all got it together. Y'all got it like that, where she didn't have it like that. But even through it, she continued to be holy and righteous. Sometimes we got to have some things to become holy and righteous. But can you be holy and righteous when you don't have too much of nothing? Sometimes it takes you to be broken down and not have that much in order for God to see what you're made of. It's only a test, y'all. God said there is a way out. Whatever it is that you may go through, because if you walk this walk with the Lord, he has no respect to person or whatever, and you might have to go through a little bit of something. So this lady was in bondage, and she was a slave. But even so, she continued to praise the Lord. Don't you notice those people that don't have much or nothing sometimes praise him the hardest? Because when you got it going on, sometimes you ain't got time to give God the praise because you're too busy. You know, you here, you there, you everywhere. But when you ain't got much or nothing, you learn to make something out of nothing. God gave me this message. I said, wow, Lord. I mean, wow. Sometimes it ain't all about the money. It ain't all about the stuff you got. Because when he take you down to the lowest common denominator, like Pastor Carolyn said, then can you give me the praise? Because he going to test you just to see. And then he going to give you back what was taken from you. But he want to see what you going to do. Can you praise me when you ain't got much of nothing? My Lord in Zion. Then her joy, she had joy even in her bondage. Can you imagine? She ain't had much of nothing, but she still has some joy. Do you have some joy when you don't have much of nothing? Your pockets are empty, and you trying to figure out how you going to pay your light bill, how you going to pay your rent, and you ain't got much money? Or are you still giving God the praise? Or are you still trusting and believing in him? Or are you sitting in a corner somewhere having a pity party? Hey, I've been guilty of it. Whining, complaining, mumbling and grumbling. God, why me? Why me? Why not you? Her joy is that God not only preserved her son, you're going to find out all about this because I'm going to talk about it. Not only did God preserve her son, he surrendered to him. Wait a minute, let me see. He surrendered to him that he was restored. So her son became a famous man. All this was for purpose. The things that you have to go through sometimes that are hard, God has a purpose for it. He has a purpose. And only he can take you out of the mess or out of this desperate situation. Some people sitting here were like, who's she talking to? Because I got it like that. Well, right now, I'm in a desperate situation. I'm not trying to put myself in it, but I tell you what, I understand this lady totally now. And I'm kind of glad I'm in this situation because sometimes we put ourselves in this situation, but they have some people that are born in this situation. How about those people in the third world countries that don't have it like that, and they born in it. But I tell you what, when they learned about God, they praise God so hard, and they ain't got much of nothing. I tell you what, I want to have that praise that they got, that they truly praise Him, whether they have or they have not. Because God looks at the heart anyway. He don't look at the outside of your appearance, because you can dress it up, mask it up, or do whatever you can. But God look at the true you. He look at the inside of you. Want to know what, yeah. I mean, can you praise me when you ain't got much of nothing? A lot of you are sitting in here, and I know you ain't got much of nothing. You might look like $1 million. You might look like you got it like that, but you don't. One thing about us, we know how to dress it up and dress it down, even if we don't have much or nothing. God didn't say we were supposed to look raggedy and all that stuff. Hey, we got to just continue to trust in Him.
Lord, my need.